So, well, one of the things that this movie reveals is what a camera person is and what kind of a camera person you are. And they're not all the same, and you are a unique one. Can you talk about what those skills are?
Well, I mean, I hope there's evidence of them in this film. And, you know, that one of the things I would say I discovered is, you know, I've spent my life as a camera person answering, so what is it like being a woman camera person? And one of the things I did discover through the incredible work that Nels Bangerter did on the editing was to sort of see myself at different stages in my life and realize, oh, during this period, I was completely obsessed with babies. And I was like filming babies even when it had nothing to do with the subject matter of a film, for example. So there's sort of evidence of not only me as a woman, but me as a woman in particular moments in my life. And with the footage of my mother in the ranch in Wyoming, it was so clear to me from looking at the footage that I was so aware of how much I was afraid of filming her because I couldn't, the shots were like 6 seconds long. I would turn on the camera and turn off the camera, turn on the camera and turn off the camera. So there's sort of evidence of my concern, my fear, my, you know, all of those things, right, in the footage.
So what made you decide to use that footage?
For me, it became really compelling after I'd started looking back at the other footage and sort of how meaningful it was to me to look at this footage that I had shot of my mom before her death that I had put away and not looked at for 6 years. I've been really afraid to look at it. And then when I saw the story of, I guess, maybe my own fear about representing her in this way. My mother would have hated to have been represented like this. And then I realized in some ways what I was doing by admitting that I am capable of this conundrum to sort of both betray and to show love simultaneously, that by owning this, I sort of own all of the other ways in which I betray people, you know, inadvertently, in the course of filming other people naively in their worlds, because we don't know other people, right? We don't know what's okay with them when we film them. And there's a terrible history in the history of filmmaking of the misrepresentation of people that cameras are involved in. And then there's also this incredible history of the magic of cinema and how it brings people back to life. So I felt like all of that was in the footage with my mother.
Wow. No,
Just saying.
It was very moving to see and to recognize you put yourself in it too. You allowed that to happen and you could see your own vulnerability there.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things I just saw I'm Not Your Negro by Raoul Peck, and there's this incredible moment.
Must see.
Yeah, and there's this incredible moment where James Baldwin is, you see him in a car going down to the Deep South during the Civil Rights Movement, and his voiceover and his writing is saying, I learned the difference. I learned that there's a thin line between the witness and the actor, but it is a very real line. And I really feel that so deeply, that it is the people in front of the camera that are taking the greatest risks, especially since none of us know what the future will be and where their images will go and the ways that their images might be used against them. So, you know, that's one of the things for me with this film was I've asked so much of people to share so much of themselves. How dare I, in a way, not show myself and the things that matter the most to me?
I feel almost like the person who was talking to the pregnant girl, that you're being very hard on yourself.
You can tell me to not call myself a bad person? Are you going to tell me that you two had unintended films?